Well, for me, when I saw that scene, and like I said, we don't know what's in people's heads, but when I saw that scene, I felt, you know, when you go and you see white people at protests, and I've been to protests, I've been going to protests from the 90s, and not everyone white, let's this way, I have to say white men, white women don't do this. When you see white men at protests, and you see them performing in regards to violence, yet they know that violence is not going to come upon them. They can bring a gun, they can start fights, and they can typically be confident that they're going to walk out with a good war story. It'll be funny. And I've been in conversations where, I've been in a room with a white man who has, been in activist work. And they're like, oh my God, so I went in the 90s, 1999, Occupy, etc., etc. I was there and the cops beat me up and I went to jail and blah, blah, blah. Do you know if you're black and you go to jail, your life is over? There's no funny story. You don't get to talk about you being in jail and how it was fun and how you don't get to do that. That's not, you don't get that option if you're black. So it's very upsetting. And I feel that in a way that scene was kind of an homage to that experience that you have as a black person, especially if you're a middle class. And I hate that term, middle class, because there's no such thing as a middle class black person. And you're a middle income black person who is college educated, and you have to sit and listen to these so-called radicals laughing at the fact that experiences that ruin black people's lives, that kill black people's communities, that kill black people. And the thing is, if it were reverse, if I had been in jail and you were a middle income, a middle class white person, I wouldn't be in that same room with you. I wouldn't have to listen to you, but I have to listen to you because you're a white man. And so that's kind of how I viewed that Christina